Hello, I'm back, and I know you've read the title and you're wondering, how can Trump hit 400 electoral votes? The first way he can hit 400 electoral votes is if his base is revitalized from the ruling and everyone that supports Trump goes out to vote because they view that the ruling is unjust. I'm not going to say my personal opinion, but that's what a lot of the Trump base thinks. So for some context, we're going to do a quick deep dive into this ruling. So Trump got convicted on all 34 counts in his New York trial, and people view that this will hurt his election chances, but others actually view that this may help his election chances given that more people will be incentivized to go out to vote. Some Republicans such as Ron DeSantis and Mike Johnson are continuing to support Trump after this ruling, and Trump may be benefited as a result. Only time will tell. We'll see with more and more polling what will happen. Anyways, back to the video. And maybe the ruling will actually help him gain electoral votes. So we'll see here. It is possible for Donald Trump to hit 400 electoral votes, and this cannot happen without his safe states. So let's get on with the safe states. They are Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Alaska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, Nebraska at large. Nebraska's first. He gets Maine second. And he also gets South Carolina. So these are Trump's safe states, and he's already at 172 electoral votes. And we'll see here, he will soon get to half that 400 number. And we're going to get him there, starting with the state of Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania offers 9 electoral votes. It went to Trump back in 2016, as you can see here, by less than a percentage point, and it's trending towards Trump by about 2 percentage points. So Trump does get the state of Pennsylvania, bringing him to 191 electoral votes. So next he wins the state of Ohio, bringing him halfway to that 400 marker. The state of Ohio did go to Trump back in 2020 as well as 2016 by about the same 8-point margin, and in 2024 it is no different. It is going to Trump by about 9.6. Maybe not safe, but it is almost there. So Trump surpasses the halfway point, and he's going to have to win some of these states that I don't think he'll win for him to actually get to that 400 marker. The state of Florida helps bring him there. Florida, he won back in 2020 despite losing in the polls, and he won it back in 2016, and he's also leading in the polls by a significant margin. So that brings him to 238. So you may be wondering, Biden's not going to get 0 votes. Yes, he's going to win California. He's going to win Illinois. He's going to win Washington. He's going to win Oregon. He's going to win New York. But he can't win some of these swing states for Trump actually to get 400 electoral votes. Biden's still going to win these states that safely go to him. You may see I'm not clicking on New Jersey just yet, and there is a reason for that. So stay tuned for that. But Trump has to win the state of Nevada. He is winning in Nevada in the polls by a significant margin. So he is going to win the state of Nevada if he is to hit 400. Oh wait, what's happening? Joe Biden has just taken over my video, and he will win this election if you don't subscribe. Now, where were we? Oh, right. Arizona, he is leading in the polls in that state too. So now he's at 255. He's almost won this election, but he is trying to get to 400 in this prediction. He wants to make sure that he can win beyond any reasonable doubt. So now Trump gets 16 more from the state of North Carolina. And then now we have the state of Georgia. He also leads in the polls in this critical swing state as well. He is now at 287. He's 113 off from that magic number. And he can get there. He can get to 100 off with the state of Virginia. As you can see, it's a dead heat. And previously, Biden plus 5, Biden plus 6. Back in 2020, it went to Biden by 10.1. It hasn't been won by a Republican in a long time since Bush won it over Kerry, and then it went to Obama by 6 and has not looked back since. It was a swing state back in Romney era, but it is going to Donald Trump if he is to hit that critical 400. So now he's at 300, and he has to win the swing states of Wisconsin and Michigan to hit that magic number. The state of Wisconsin, it is a dead heat, but he must win it. It will tilt towards Donald Trump. He gets to 310. Now the state of Michigan. He wins the state of Michigan by less than a percentage point. So he's up to 325, and how he's going to get that extra 75 when there are only 51 toss-ups? Well, I'll show you. First, Biden wins Hawaii. Next, we have to realize that maybe the state of New York, which was first considered a safe state, may not be such a safe state anymore. It may not. Look at the polls in New York. By the way, Lee Zeldin put up a pretty good showing for the Republican Party back in the 2022 gubernatorial election. New York is less than 10 percentage points, putting it past the margin of swing state. So if Trump is severely underestimated, we're talking 2016 levels and beyond, he can win New York, though I don't think this is likely. Another state like this is New Jersey. Again, it needs to be crazy polling error and crazy support for Donald Trump in the tri-state area. And here he gets to 367. He must win Maine. He won Maine in a recent poll, as you can see here. He won it by +6, in fact, so he has to win that state, and he will lose Maine's first, but he has to win Nebraska's second. Nebraska's second did go to him back in 2016, as you can see. It went to Romney, and it also went to Donald Trump. So Trump is probably going to win Nebraska's second if he hits 400 electoral votes. And the swing state of Minnesota, which only barely went to Clinton back in 2016, does have to go to Trump for him to hit 400. And you can see here, it is possible. He does win in this poll, even though it is sponsored by him. But he loses only slightly in these other polls. And lastly, he has to win in the final 3 states, starting with the state of New Hampshire, where he only trails by 4 or 3. So it is feasible for him to win the state of New Hampshire. New Hampshire was close in 2016, Clinton winning by about 1. Next, we have the state of Colorado, which only goes to Biden by about +4. So it's possible Trump wins that. And it's possible he wins New Mexico. So with these states, he still is only at 399. How does he hit that 400 number? Honestly, it is not possible for Trump to hit 400 electoral votes. Yet, the fact of the matter is still that he can hit 399, thereby winning this election in a landslide victory. Do I think this is likely? No. Do I think this is possible? Maybe, given the perfect storm of events for the Trump camp. I do think, however, that if Trump wins this election, it will be by a pretty slim margin. And I also think that Biden stands a pretty decent shot at this election. So I don't think the Trump verdict guarantees a Trump victory, let alone a Trump landslide. But it is always possible, given how this election has been turning out, given all of these new events and new findings that we are finding out, it is possible for there to be a landslide for Donald Trump. So if you agree with this prediction, make sure to subscribe. If you disagree, make sure to subscribe. I just need subscribers. And overall, thank you for watching this election prediction. It makes me very happy to see the support on these videos. So I'd like to end this by saying thank you.